Yo guys, so today I'm here with a training vlog type video which you've seen on lots of other freestyle channels before, and I thought I would just give it a go myself to see how it goes. This session was on Sunday the 2nd of October, so I'm only getting around to recording this voiceover now, which is like over a week late, which is annoying, but as you'll see in this session I did not have the greatest of trainings because it was my first training back after about 3 weeks, and here you can just see me warming up with my usual stretches. I'm just showing you the highlights of it because it's quite boring watching people stretch all the time. I'm just showing you what I would do, sort of dynamic stretching here to warm up, loosen my legs, and then at the first clip you saw me doing just some stretches for my groins and my hamstrings. Okay, so next I move on to what I always do after the warm-up stage in my session, and that's just a few keepy-ups in order to get used to the touch of the ball again, which I think is very important, especially if you've just come back to training after a while by kicking the ball. Then I moved on to some short basic combos to begin with. I managed 8 here, just been trying to build my consistency with my basics recently, and at the same time working on my style of control. And as you can see here, I moved on to some around the worlds and got 10, and obviously I could went on for longer, but I didn't want to consume my energy too quickly. I then tried some weak foot around the worlds, bearing in mind I haven't trained these in months. I only got 4, which isn't good at all, and quickly realised I didn't want to be doing these anymore. So I moved on to proceed to trying some half around the worlds, which didn't quite go to plan at first, and they've always been a weakness for me as I struggled to maintain a good touch, resulting in the ball slipping away or it hitting off my leg, which is one of my biggest hates. Nevertheless, after a few fails, I managed 9, which is okay, but I know I can do a lot better than that. And there's definitely something I'll work on as the weeks and months progress in my trainings. Okay, so next I moved on to some hop the worlds, and the fact that I managed 15 on my first go isn't too bad at all. And I know the style is absolutely awful in these, but I was just warming up, so I'll take it. Yeah, so decent length there. And then I basically moved on to some sits combos, completely random here, was not planned at all. Just sort of fizzled out after I tried these Chizani toe bounce things here, which are actually really fun, by the way. Yeah, the crossovers just never work for me. I always get frustrated. What I always do in my trainings as well as part of the warm-up is to train some weak foot lemons, as it's one of my favourite tricks to do, and I always like to build up my consistency on it. And I've trained it a lot over the past year, so I've got pretty good at it now, and it's pretty much the same level as my strong foot lemons. I was just going into the final stages of my warm-up here, and I managed a weak foot lemons combo strong foot lemons, which is a pretty good combo. I was happy with the execution, and then my camera dies. This is just completely typical, it happens to me all the time, and it's just so annoying whenever you're in the middle of a session and your camera just dies. So after that unfortunate drama, I had to go home, recharge my camera, and basically begin my training all over again. So here's just some more little warm-up clips. I actually did a bit better than earlier on in the day when I did my first warm-ups, which was quite surprising. And then my main focus of this part of the session was to work on consistency of tricks. So for example here I was just doing some abus. I got 3 here before I messed it up. Inside abus I find harder than outside abus, just because I've always trained outside abus and never really inside. And then here's just some Tuzani, which I managed to get the pop pretty good now, so that'll help me a lot for no touch. And once again, another example of a pretty unplanned combo. This time it was Homie Tuzani, Alt Tuzani, Alt Tuzani, which was pretty good. I was happy with the way I executed it. And then I went straight on to trying Homie Tuzani, Homie Tuzani. I managed the first try, which I was really happy with, and it came out really clean, which is also great. Moving back onto the consistency of the tricks, and here we have some 360 around the worlds. Managed to get 5 here in a row with some keepy-ups in between, which was pretty good. I remember always finding this trick hard when I started my trainings, and the fact that it's pretty easy now is great, which means hopefully I'll be able to put it in some harder combos soon. I then decided to spend about 15-20 minutes of my session working on some Magellans. So here I went on to some weak foot in Magellans, and I got quite a few in a row here. I think 3, maybe 4, can't really remember. But I'm really happy with the way I'm executing these. These have become really clean. I'm starting to comment them a lot too, which is great. And then here, while some more Magellans, I was trying to combo strong foot Magellan, but I kept messing up the basics. They were really letting me down today. So I was not pleased with that. And the same thing happened here. So once that was failing me, I tried to do it the same but on my weak foot, and I just could not get it. I was just so tired at this point, my legs were really heavy, so I knew I wasn't going to get too much done. But I managed to get a Magellan Tizani, which I was happy with, and then straight onto some halfback, tried to combo it, and again fizzled out on the basics. And then somehow I managed to get this fender on the wall, which I haven't landed in about 4 months, so I was really happy to get that. Another one of my favourites to train is slaps, and I actually haven't tried these in a long time. I can only manage like 6 or 7 here, but my record's actually 20, so I hope to do more of them in the future. And here I would try to do a new trick which I haven't done before. It's back Komi J. I landed back Komi Tizani a few times, so I thought I'd give this a go, but probably wasn't a good idea. I was at the end of the session, and I think that one there was as close as I got. And here I was trying some Lebiota. I recently got quite good at this trick, but sort of lost it again after being injured for about a month or so. Trying to get twice in with her, it didn't really work. And I managed to land Sagami again for the first time in about a year as well, which was also quite good. And at that point I just sort of had enough, ended the session on this trick here, and yeah, was absolutely knackered. As you can see, completely done. And yeah, hope you all managed to enjoy this. It's my first time making a training vlog, so I just wanted to experiment with something new on this channel. So please let me know down below what you thought and if I should make more of these in the future. Lastly, be sure to follow me on my Instagram, which is on the screen here right now. I'm a lot more active there than I am here on YouTube, and I post a lot of my raw training clips there, so if you're interested in any of that sort of stuff, then make sure to follow me to stay updated. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all again very soon.